Tone2 BiFilter2 is an amazing filter plugin. It's got 47 different filter modes which cover all the kind of standard stuff: low pass, high pass, band pass filters, band reject filters, comb filters, and like just a whole range of other crazy stuff too, like sample rate reduction, frequency modulation, amplitude modulation. It really just has an incredible range of features. Plus it's got a distortion mode which has got 8 different distortion algorithms like tube amp, bit crush, and it's got a dry wet control as well, which is great for being able to mix a bit of the dry signal back in and kind of like really getting a whole range of tones. And it's all in this great little compact, really easy to understand interface as well. Okay, so let's start with the beat.wav drum loop, and we'll put that onto an audio track in our DAW, and we'll add BiFilter2 to that audio track. So by default, we start out with a 30 dB low pass filter, which is quite a high resonance level. So let's take a look at what BiFilter2's got to offer us. Let's click on the filter type option here, and this will show the huge list of available filter types. Let's start out with something simple. Let's start out with the LP 12 dB. Now this is just a real simple low pass filter, and as you'd expect, you can adjust the cutoff to change the filter cutoff frequency, and the resonance to control how much the frequency below the filter cutoff is emphasized. BiFilter is capable of some much more interesting stuff too. Let's click the filter type option again, and this time we'll select the vocal IEAOU1 filter. You'll notice that this filter type isn't just a straight cutoff filter, rather it has 2 resonant peaks, and this imbues the sound with a kind of vowel vocal quality. If you sweep the frequency knob around, you'll see that it affects how the filter peaks move relative to each other. Like the frequency control, the function of the resonance control depends on the filter mode selected. For instance, in this mode, adjusting the resonance level changes the overall frequency of the resonant peaks rather than adjusting how pronounced they are. So let's set the resonance to 0, as well as the filter function BiFilter2 also includes a distortion effect. Click the type field in the distortion panel, and we'll see the plugin's 8 distortion types. So select hard clipper and turn up the drive knob to its maximum level. This effect really mangles the sound, and if you sweep the filter frequency now, you'll hear that the clipping helps emphasise the effects of the filter by introducing more harmonics for the filter to work on. A useful feature of BiFilter2, not found in many filter plugins, is the mix panel, which allows you to mix in some of the dry signal, or even bypass the filter and distortion completely. Mixing in some of the dry signal reintroduces some of the punch taken away by crunching up the beat with a hard clipper. And the bypass button is useful if you want to turn the effect on and off completely at a certain point in your track. For example, if you want a certain section there to be a kind of a band reject sweep through the sound, you can automate the bypass button so that it turns on just for that part.